The chef was butchering a pig, his cleaver gliding smoothly around the animal's body before sliding out through its snout. Remarkably, the blade didn't have a single drop of blood on it. Next, he gently grasped the pig's leg and lifted it, causing the meat and bones to separate perfectly in an instant. The villagers watching burst into applause, amazed by his culinary skills. Soon, a steaming pot of fragrant pork stew was served to the table. However, after the meal, everyone began experiencing stomach pains. The chef carefully retraced his steps. He had personally prepared all the ingredients except for the final pinch of salt, which his apprentice had handed to him. It suddenly dawned on him what had happened. He angrily confronted his apprentice, but the young man vehemently denied any wrongdoing. The villagers lost all trust in the chef, and no amount of explanation could restore their faith in him. Eventually, the village chief banished him from the community. To make a living, the chef applied for a position at a restaurant. To his surprise, his competitor turned out to be none other than that very same man. The cooking competition began. The man grabbed a pufferfish and used precise knife work to slice it into sashimi. The chef then selected a sea bream and skillfully sliced its back into paper-thin pieces. Even more incredibly, the fish continued swimming as if nothing had happened. Even with only its skeleton remaining, it seemed to feel no pain. The restaurant owner was full of praise for the chef's extraordinary skills. The man was completely baffled. Later, he discovered that the chef had been using an ice blade. The man became so convinced of the chef's abilities that he voluntarily asked to become his student. Word of the chef's exceptional skills spread throughout the restaurant, making even the head chef feel threatened. The head chef decided to challenge him to a culinary duel. The loser would have to leave the restaurant. The dish for this competition was roast duck. The chef asked the man to be his assistant, and together they quickly completed the preparation. The tasting began. A female customer first tried the head chef's roast duck and praised its deliciousness. Then came the apprentice's turn to present his dish. The woman assumed the chef's duck had gone cold, but when she reached for it, she was startled by how hot it was. At that moment, the chef's roast duck released waves of steam with an irresistible aroma. It turned out the chef had wrapped the duck in maltose to keep it warm, ensuring the dish wouldn't cool down. After tasting it, the woman was completely blown away by its incredible flavor. The head chef also took a bite of the chef's dish, let out a quiet sigh, admitted defeat, and left the restaurant. But he was curious about the chef's secret technique. It turned out that the chef hadn't used a knife at all during preparation, because once duck meat touches a blade, the fibers break and affect the texture. Instead, the chef had the man use his bare hands to break the duck bones, preserving the meat's integrity. After hearing this explanation, the head chef left completely convinced of the chef's superiority, and so the chef became the restaurant's new head chef. Now here's the question: what's your favorite Chinese dish?